Y'all, it's your girl boss,
Bossman Ben.
E The Bodyguard.
and we are the Bad
Bad
Decision
Decision.
Crew. What up, y'all? So we back with another episode of the Bad Decision Crew. Like I said, be sure to follow us on Instagram under Bad Decision Crew. You know, we like to talk to y'all, so be sure to follow us everywhere. Tonight's topic is when is it okay to try and save a relationship, and when is it okay to just walk away? But before we get started, I have to ask the fellas, how y'all doing tonight?
Good. No complaints.
Y'all had a good work week?
It's just getting started.
It's,
Just getting started. Tell them let you off.
it's
Say enough is enough.
mm,
Just be like, I need a day off, please, today, next week.
check some
What was y'all weekend like? Well, I know yours, Boss Man Ben, but Big E, what was your weekend like? Or Boss Man Ben, how was your weekend? Because we didn't spend all weekend together. So how was your weekend, Boss Man Ben?
Went down to Houston. Had a little fun in Houston. Was about it. Came back home. It was okay. Was supposed to work, but that fell through, which I was kind of glad. So, hey, all in all, didn't have to work this weekend. I guess it was a great weekend.
Hey, that sounds like a vibe to me. When you ain't got to work, Big E, what about you?
pretty good time. I mean, all right, so look, let's just get to the bones. Check was short. Felt like $1,000. Still managed to have some fun though. Had a good time. Went out, enjoyed myself. Extracurricular activities were good.
Extracurricular activities.
Yes. And me and Sue. I ate, got full.
You know, my mind just went left when you said.
Can't do that around her.
Of course I can. That's why it's funny.
My mind was so left
That's why it's funny.
when you said that. So you ate and got full on.
I ate, got full.
What was you eating on? That water?
Yeah.
Was it that water?
Look.
Was water involved is the question.
That's what you wash it down with. Nah, take that however you want to.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, like I said, tonight's topic is when is it okay to try and save a relationship, and when is it okay to walk away? So at what point do you guys feel enough is enough?
All right. You want first swing at this one?
Sure. When to walk away, pretty much for me, is when you exhausted all avenues of trying to make it work. That can go as far as having to sit down with your partner, laying it all out there, how you feel, and see what happens. But if you did everything that you can do, and there's still no change, at that point you have to make the decision. Do you want to keep getting treated like this, or do you want to keep feeling like this? Figure out what you're gonna do.
So it goes back to you choosing you.
Right.
Biggie.
Now, ready. Everybody understand something. Shout out to the other show, brother. Y'all go check that out too. Make sure you like and subscribe to that too.
Big facts.
Also like and subscribe, share to this too. But also, I want y'all to understand something. Walking away and calling it enough is not the same thing as ghosting.
Mm.
Ghost somebody, there is no discussion. You just thin there gone. It's time to walk away. Can't say nothing further. You had the conversation. You've done the time apart. You've been back together. You've done everything to spice the relationship, keep it interesting, all of that. When all of that has failed, you need to come to the terms of an agreement that this needs to become a thing that you're walking away from, or you got to make the hard decision and walk away anyway. Yeah, it's a choice. Nobody said it was always easy.
But you have to make sure you're making the right choice for you.
Nobody told me the road would be. Sorry.
What's that song? One for the day?
It is actually song 1 for the day.
First song of the day.
First song of the day, and y'all got it. What?
You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Right here on Kill. Wait, I have to say Kill JTV. Right here on Bad Decision Crew. You guys got to hear it first. Okay, so my view on when is it okay to try and save a relationship, I'm going to speak from a marriage standpoint and a boyfriend-girlfriend standpoint. In a marriage standpoint, you're taught to, for one, I don't know about other people when they got married. When I got married, the pastor had everybody stand around us, and he made them make a promise that if we ever came to them with a problem, that they sent us back home to each other to work it out. And what I can say, it is almost the same of a relationship with just your boyfriend. The difference between the two is you have made a commitment to God, before God, to be with this person for better or worse, richer or poorer, sickness and in health. So that means no matter how bad it gets, you want to make it work. Where it comes to a point where you have to say, I choose me, is in that marriage, if you feel as though you're not being equally yoked, you're not being equally treated. If I support you, but you don't support me, or if I'm having to wonder if I'm beautiful enough for you, or even if I'm just enough, and he's not reassuring of it, and instead his actions portray something different, cheating, stuff like that. At that point, you start having to ask yourself, do I change myself? Is something wrong with me? And as women, we do that. We change ourselves. We go through the ends of the earth, making ourselves to what the person we're in love with want to make it work. Where we then say, how R. Kelly say, when a woman's fed up, where we get fed up is when we see we've done all we can and it's not going anywhere. When we've said to you, we're tired, we can't do this anymore. When we're laying in bed crying, when it's notions like flags that come out before we just say, okay, enough is enough. I can truly say in my marriage, I tried to save it as much as possible. However, I would have to say my dog dying was the final straw. Yes, my dog died. Because he gave my dog corn on the cob. Whole corn on the cobs. Right. So when I had to sit at the house and walk in on my dog dying, and from him dying, picking his jackass up from work, and then bringing him to the house, and then having to take my own dead dog to the animal shelter by myself, me having to put my own dead dog in a sheet and wrap him up to take him by myself. At that point, that was my final straw, because it clicked in me like, bitch, you've been doing everything on your own. What do you honestly need him for? He's taking up space.
Right.
He's costing you money. You having to pay extra on shit because he's here. It became about me in that moment. It took me losing my dog. Fuck the fact of all the other women. It took me losing my dog for me to actually wake up and see that. So I said, okay, time to walk away.
Or is it that certain things only, pile up to where you get to that point to where it's time to go?
I think that's with any woman, particularly, yes. Like give it, like in a statement. Men, y'all cheat, We take you back over and over and over again. If we cheat, you're done. Most men, let's say that. Most men will say they're done. So because of this statement, yes, I honestly do believe we as women will allow it to pile up before we actually just say we're done. Like I said, for me, and I went through the role of, is it me? What can I do to fix me? So I went from I used to have long hair down my back. I cut all my shit off. I colored my hair. I changed my hair. Tried to lose weight, gain weight. I was trying to be everything for him. If that means I got to get up early to take you to work, then take you to football practice, to the games, whatever he needed from me, I did that because, hey, he's stepping out. Clearly, it's something about me. Because he okay stepping out. So what is it about me? Let me fix me first. Then after a while, a bitch get to realize that shit, it ain't you, bitch. It's just this nigga. Right. But, number one, I'll forever say it took me having my daughter for me to start realizing that. Because when my daughter came into place, my focus became her. And he didn't like that. It was no longer just on him. He had to share that focus. So in sharing that focus, he didn't know how to react to that. So arguments became where they were a minimum. They're now here. So little small shit. Because now my focus ain't on him. I got a little baby I'm a care for. So now I'm caring. And granted, we had dogs, still caring for the dogs, but the dogs were ours. So they spent time with both of us. My daughter was a mama's girl. So it was all mama. You get what I'm saying? Focus off of him and on to something else. But then, like I said, when my dog died, baby, that was a whole nother. Hold on, y'all. We got some from Chelsea. She says, I think after so long of trying to regain the spark in a relationship, no matter how long or deep it is, after you feel drained from that person and don't feel the spark, and you've done all you can do, you need to go and find you and simply move on. Say that, boo. I'll agree. Welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure you like and comment. And it's like you already comment, but girl, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Just subscribe. Stay tuned. We got so much stuff coming up. And follow us on IG. But no, I mean, I do. I feel as though women, we do tend to give our all to a certain extent, which is why I think it's so double standard and so fucked up when a woman cheats on a man and the first thing he does is say he done. Now, granted, I've never cheated. So what I'll say is I know people who have cheated. And it was more so of a get back. Mm-hmm. And granted, it's neither right or wrong to do it. But if I'm going to hurt you, I'm going to hurt you, is what I've always been told. It's not right. I said it's not right.
That's kind of like what I say. It's like two wrongs don't make a right, but it'll sure make me feel better.
Right.
That's
so when it comes to a female that wants to go down like that.
See, but this is the thing. Like, at what point in all of this, in this whole thing, we are talking about when it's okay to walk away, right? Mm-hmm. So at what point in this whole thing before walking away is a relationship even dead when the cheating and stepping out even still considered the same thing?
I'm going to tell you when I first realized that it was dead for us. So, I ain't gonna lie, I got married very quickly, okay? That was red flag number one. I got married very quickly. We met in August. He proposed in October. We were married by March. Very fast. Red flags. All right. When I got out the hospital, I had been in ICU. And when I got out the hospital, I had used his phone. And because he had left mine at the house, so mine was dead or some shit. And I ended up finding out about Little Miss Florida Girl. And I tried to accept it and be okay with it. But I told him he had to stop. I like girls. So I'm trying to be understanding. And I ain't gonna lie. Of all the females he cheated on me with, she was the baddest one. But I think she was catfished. Because, listen, my investigating ass went and took a picture and went to Google Photos. Oh, yeah, baby. I went and did homework on Sister Girl. Came back to him and let him know, I believe she's catfish. This is what I found. You may be talking to a whole nigga and don't even know. And I didn't mind telling him that. But the first time I lost respect was when his mother hooked him up with a girl.
Mama ain't no girl.
When his mama hooked him up with a girl, that's when I started losing that interest. But that's when I started trying to change me. It wasn't until the girl at his job that he liked, but didn't have enough balls to tell me about her. And he happened to be having, fuck it, it's the Bad Decision Crew show. He was jacking off in bed, and when he finished, he turned over and he said, "I'm sorry."
Bullshit.
he turned over and he said, "I'm sorry." And I said, "What you sorry for?" Now, be mindful. I had already told him I didn't like him doing it in the bed with me. I just didn't like, nigga, if you gonna do that, we could be fucking. But also, I didn't trust his nasty ass, so it's probably better. So, anywho, he tells me he's sorry, then turns around and say, "Because I love you, but I can't stop thinking about her." And in that moment, I knew I would never have sex with him again. I knew I would never love him like that again. I knew I did not want to be with him anymore. I knew that.
But isn't that where that comes in, where you just mentally drained?
I was.
And tired of like trying.
I was by then.
Like that's when like you have to walk away.
Yeah.
And
I still stayed. Let me say this. I still stayed after that. After that, I still stayed. We actually relocated, and I still stayed. And then it wasn't until my dog died that I left.
See, because that's why I said, like, at whatever point the relationship still good and you still just there until the final straw.
I think it was more that, and then it was also my belief with God, like divorce.
Well, see, and then that too, so I get that point too. I mean, I am still currently in the situation. You know, it's like, at what point, even still, when everything is already dead, it's been dead, the whole fix it thing is happening, at what point in time when that happens, is it past the point of you should have been walked away?
I should have walked. Listen, let me go ahead and be real with you. I should have walked away that moment.
Years ago, you hear me? Years.
Listen, we was only together for 2.5 years. I should have walked away. I should have walked away, literally. I should have walked away the moment his mother hooked him up with a girl. Because that is the utmost disrespect you could ever give a woman, but also your husband's wife. And for him to talk to her and lie to me about it, like I had a whole Medea moment. It was funny. Like I should really make a movie or a play from my marriage because I don't think people would believe the shit if I told them. Like that whole situation of finding out about her, he told me she had went to school with him. The thing was he went to like a Christian school and they only had 15 students. Of those 15 students, none of them were girls. So his dumbass lied. Got caught in the middle of his lie. But I had a Medea moment because I couldn't sleep. That voice in my head kept saying, "Ask no questions." So I woke him up out of sleep when he had to catch the bus early in the morning. And oh yeah, and I said, how you meet her again? That was the first question I asked, well, straight up, how you meet her again? And he said, what? I said, your homegirl, you been on the phone with all day. She called at 10 o'clock to tell you good night. How you meet her again? And he said, man, I'm trying to sleep. I said, okay, well, answer the question. Go back to sleep. He said, my mama introduced us. Boom. And that's all I needed to know. And I had lost I lost respect for her in its entirety. So when I was wanting a divorce, they felt as though I was wanting because of money, because of some stuff I had on my end. When his sister found out why I really wanted the divorce, oh, she was pissed. And then she got on her mother's what she told me. Now, if she did or not, I don't know. But that's what she told me. Right. But there is no way in hell. You get what I'm saying? But I stayed in spite of. So when we ask, when is it okay to try and save a relationship and when is it okay? When you know first off, like I said, that moment that she introduced him and he took her number and he allowed her, when she called my house at 10 o'clock at night to tell him good night, I should have told him to pack your shit and get the fuck out of my house. Because he was honestly staying in my shit. That's what I should have said. But what did I do? He treats me better than any man has ever treated me. That's the thing we as females do as well. We look at somebody in their current situation and what they're doing differently from the last.
See, that's where the common misconception is and where y'all get beat at.
Right. I agree.
And where you get beat at is thinking that one, anything is like the last one. A lot of shit is mirrored. Mm-hmm. It ain't the same. Mm-hmm. And two, that one statement that you females constantly make about it, he treat me better than any other one. Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit.
If you're going through the shit you're currently going through and you ain't been through it before, explain to me where. Just saying. I mean, I'm just saying because as a man, so I'm going to go ahead and make this a whole other situational thing.
Okay, come on through.
So as a man, for those of us that do, work, provide, bills, your time, our time, your time again, mm-hmm. Work, bills, mm-hmm. Sleep somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. It's in there somewhere.
It's in there, right.
Mental capacity shrinking, mm-hmm. What's really going on in the head, reality. I need this, I need that, I can't. Hey, did you find this? Oh, give me a minute. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying because it's really important. I'm like, yeah. No support, minimal support. Can't figure out nothing. Want you to figure out everything. Why does it sound like it's just a list?
It is.
Because it is a list. Mm-hmm. That's the list of how shit go for us on one side. And that's every day. Mm-hmm. But the reality of all of that is even while doing this, there was still high demand from Ms. Right or Ms. Wrong or whatever the hell she is. But that's still that demand. And it's not always financial or, some bullshit. Sometimes it's really legit, demand. Mm-hmm. Fact remains is that that's a demand we got to meet. And when we can't meet that demand, not that we don't need it.
When you can't.
When you can't. Mm-hmm. And that's a win that comes every fucking blue moon. It's not some shit that's often. Mm-hmm. The one time that shit happened, out of the other thousands it's been gravy, causes problems. Mm-hmm. So now the nigga who been creeping on the phone, sending them eerie ass text messages and shit that she was avoiding, now it seemed kind of cool to be like, hey, what's up? That hey, what's up? So at that point, the reason why it's so quick for us to be like, I bet. is because all of this shit we done dealt with already, including the backsliding shit you think you done got away with. The shit you've been caught in, the shit we have forgiven already, still remaining to be bigger than the situation, keeping you bigger than the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Married or not, that shit don't change for us.
Mm-hmm.
When all of that shit come to a head and it's like, really? So out of all of that shit, I miss telling you you look good today and this is what the fuck happened?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is like 5 or 6 headaches I ain't got to deal with just from you.
Yeah.
I can go to sleep now. That extra $200 and shit for your nails and shit. Not your hair. Just your nails. Your man and your penny and getting them motherfuckers done. That extra 200 shit. We've had a discussion about that before too, but when you ain't got to pay for it and it's just given.
Listen, I know what I pay for my nails.
I'm just saying.
I know what I pay for my nails. Shout out to my nail tech, Glow Key Nails. But I know what I pay for my nails. And listen, my thing is this. I have said this on shout out to brother. That episode I've said on brother when we was talking about women and their maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
My nails being done is something I want for myself. It is something that makes me feel good about myself. When my nails are done, like my finger being not fixed right now.
You like, oh.
Right, like I'm really sad because like when I be in the car and I be singing and like
see it,
I be like, damn it.
But, okay.
I get mad all over again. But my thing is that stuff I like for myself. Me doing my hair or getting my hair done. That's something I like for myself because once again, I like looking good. But on the other hand, however, I don't like to say, we're not gonna say but after this show, we don't change that. However, when it comes to the appearance of what I want for my man, I can say it boosts a woman when she hear, oh baby, you look good today or something or whatever. But when I can say is on that note, I want him to be able to say that because of what I did for myself. And granted, it's cool as a man if you want to treat your woman and do stuff like that. But to the women who get it on a regular, bitch, you should be sucking the dick when he wake up, when he come home from work after he get out the shower. His shower should be brand. Literally, like you getting it like that, and on top of it, y'all be talking about $200 on nails.
Well, hey, listen. This is what I'm saying because
I will save money for you.
But listen. I'm just saying because listen, I done pulled up, granted, being married. Motherfucking asses be off in that bitch getting drunk for one.
Yep.
So I ain't trying to hear none of that bullshit. The nail tech them fucked up at least twice. So now you off in there paying for some extra shit anyway. So we can just go ahead and skip the extra money. We're not gonna see it no way.
Actually,
you can have it,
but
see, this is the thing right
we be smoking.
This is the thing right here. And for the women who get it on the regular, she said it. I mean, I'm just gonna repeat it. I do agree. You know what I'm saying?
You should be slobbing on the knobbin.
You should be sucking
like corn on the knobbin.
Hey, 25.8 is your assignment.
Every day.
I get it.
That's like blowjob.
See, but this is my thing. For all, this is the thing right now. See, for the women. God damn it.
I gotta show you the
episode. It was on South Park. It was a South Park episode where he takes his wife to the
Wicked Show.
Yeah, to the Wicked Show, and he ends up learning that in the sub contents they keep saying blowjob. So, which is why it's hypnotizing the women because all they're hearing, because all they're hearing is the other parts of the song, but they don't hear the blowjob part. So, and it's like opera or whatever. Yeah. So then they finish, and on the way home, all the men are getting head for hours at a time, minutes at a time, like 45 minutes to an hour, 2 hours. He said she started in the car. And then when we got to the house, She kept going.
Who is responsible for this sorcery? Who is responsible for this level of
Supposed
sorcery?
to be, it's like as you know.
So the guys got the cheat code, right?
Right.
They got the cheat code to the game. So all the men in South Park are taking their women to these fucking operas.
To get in.
Yo.
Now, you know what my question was though?
What?
For the guy who already getting the head, if he took his woman to see that,
He gonna get some head.
He getting head while he off in there. Everybody else still waiting to get to that double. His motherfucker, he off in that bitch labeled as a goat. He off in that bitch with the goddamn six, you know what I'm saying, with both hands full of the championship rings. Nigga,
he up in the top boot.
My man has reached Bill Russell status. What you mean?
He up in the top
God
boot.
rest his soul. But my man has reached the status. You hear me? I'm just saying, it's out there. And then on top of that, motherfuckers, when they come to getting your head, for all you ones who are getting the whole nail show, you know, every now and then because you do that shit yourself, we greatly appreciate it. We know that shit be taking up y'all money because y'all get to going, hey, I only got this done, now I can't even do this. Hey, you got this? No, but here. It don't matter. I mean, still, the head that is given is always sloppy and on point. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We gotta. So wait, do men really like sloppy head?
We are natural givers.
That's off this topic. We'll have that topic in another day.
No, I'm finna get to that because you brought it up in the middle of the conversation.
But you said it, so I wanted to know.
Yeah, but you asked, so now we got to go into it one time. So
well, wait, because I want to make sure we listening.
Now, this is what happens. When you're getting a sloppy because you have been gifted something, you still get to hold on to your money and it's pure appreciation. That is the natural order of things. We are natural givers. We felt good giving you the money to go do that shit. Just accept it. And when you get your nails and shit done and you come back and you wrap them pink, orange, green, white, whatever color motherfuckers in this around the thing, we be like, that's what I paid for, goddamn it.
The glow in the dark.
Goddamn it, nigga, get up in that hole and get the look down, nigga. You get, yeah, that's the shot I wanted. If you didn't make video, then you know what the shot is. I'm just saying. That's for another topic. Anyway. And yes, the head needs to be sloppy.
What is considered sloppy?
Where it don't hurt.
So what's the difference between sloppy head and clean head?
What's clean head? Yeah. Clean head is when they taking time to make sure ain't none of the spit right.
Okay.
They're making sure they don't get nothing on their
shirt. I prefer your whole blouse to be fucked up.
So that's sloppy head.
Yeah, you know, like if it comes to the point to where I got to make your makeup run, you just gonna have some running makeup. You're gonna be a golf queen for a minute. I'm just saying, you know, your level of gawk has to be up there. And for you ones with the gawk 3000s, next level though.
He salutes you.
Next level though. I'm trying to find out if there's a 4000.
New model.
The new model. Who got it? Who's preparing to upgrade? That shit can be like Pokemon.
Oh no, not Pokemon.
Evolutions in this whole thing.
So men like. So wait, when it comes, so y'all like how they're wishy?
I mean, I'm just saying it helps with the glide and the protection for y'all. I mean, I don't know if you've ever, you know, seen or heard or encountered some shit where, you know, it's dry and it gets stuck. That shit don't really feel good.
Yeah, my mouth stay watery, so I don't have that.
Yeah, you know, like that. You know, that whole.
She gotta make sure she keep bringing the saliva. That's how it stays
I
wet.
know, that's what I'm saying. But you know, it's that whole.
Like okay, so like if she doing it right,
mm-hmm.
and she deep throat, instantly that's gonna give her saliva. Now I'm speaking on the clean. I'm speaking on the clean head side.
Okay.
So clean head side, not throw it. Like let's say her gawk game is she on point. She deep throat. She good.
She occasionally.
No gas.
You're like, no.
No,
With the
no.
no, see that?
With the no gas.
The no gang.
So what I'm saying is, if the gaggers,
Not the gang.
the gaggers. So what I'm saying is, if this particular female, like if she does it right, once again, she's doing it right. When she deep throats, boom, and she come back up, it should create a certain type of saliva in it, because it should, like, it's almost like the throw of saliva, but it's like extra. Something. Never mind.
You know what? Like, just stop.
I just know that ain't a problem of mine.
Sidebar.
And if she do it well, it shouldn't be no problem of hers either.
Sidebar from the sidebar. If you ain't getting no head, it's time to walk away.
Listen, if you ain't getting no head,
If you ain't getting,
if you
are giving in this day and age,
if you ain't
shame on both of y'all.
if you ain't getting or giving,
Shame on both of you. Both of you.
hey,
You both lose. You both have to be.
you definitely should walk
So
away.
is that considered when it's okay to walk away?
Yep.
Okay. That's a deal breaker right there.
You mean to tell me? But what about to the females that say they don't give head? Do you still approach?
You don't encounter. Your destination.
First times for everything.
Your destination has been look. This is final destination.
But it's guys who don't like head, like don't give head. They don't like getting head.
And they currently live at home with mom.
Right. Looking at porn, doing it.
Them the ones who think vaginas have teeth.
Oh, those are the
Girl.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I'm just saying. Like, they've never felt the grip of life. That's what that is.
The grip of life?
Yes.
Is that chokehold on the throat?
Well, see, the grip of life is originally, it's a vaginal thing. And some do have grip of life jaws, but the grip of life is like, when that thing, you hit that one spot and that bitch feel like a hand. Like, no, you can't go nowhere.
Is that when y'all grip her head?
Well, see that now. You grip the head when you're trying to see if you're getting a knot out the back.
I don't like my head being touched. Them fighting words.
don't touch my hair.
It ain't about my hair. That's my moment to control it. So I want to have full access to do what I want to do without your help.
It ain't no help. This is just comfort for us. You still doing what you still doing.
Your hand is in the way.
It's not.
It is.
How?
Because it's bothering me.
Why?
Because it's in the way.
Your focus is somewhere else.
The moment I feel your hand, I need your hand on the side. You need to just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
That too, but
Don't touch.
No. See, but that's the thing, though. What if a nigga?
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the whole in that moment, me controlling it. So I don't want to be touched. I want to please you. You touching me pleases me.
But it's already fucked up enough for us. That's why it's good.
But it's fine. Don't touch.
No, but you gotta understand.
And don't touch. Just let me keep going.
Mind frame. Let's out of your brain over here for you. Just over here. Thank you. One time. Now, if you had one, can you imagine what it's like knowing your shit is of substantial size? Motherfucker, throw that bitch and it disappear. Tell me you're not gonna trip.
I'm gonna be like, oh!
Like, what the fuck? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, it's going again.
You just did a whole magic.
Okay, it's going again.
Do it again.
At some point, your manly humanly reflexes, you gonna grab head and be like, what the absolute fuck are you doing to me? Then
Do it
again. Then you gonna let go. And then you just go.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have that whole zombie effect just out of there. Just body comatose.
Oh my god.
Don't get to a vacuum cleaner where it's pulled out. Then you just
Oh my
start
god.
going through convulsions and shit. And now you're no good. You're trash. You're trash.
Oh my
Take
god.
5. Take 5.
Listen. I don't want to be touched anymore. I mean, it's cool if you like, not my head. Don't touch my head. Shoulders, caress the arms, letting me know it's feeling good. I mean, I'm gonna know it's feeling good because of the way your body twitch. However, what I'm saying is,
I like that comment though, because some people just don't understand body twitches. Another conversation. Body twitch. They don't understand the body twitches.
listen, when you feel that body twitch, you know you done hit the spot.
That's when you be sitting there and touch motherfucker on his baby, motherfucker get that E. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I don't know, but don't do it no more.
Like, that means.
But question though, so in the process of getting head, not when you giving, but when you're getting head.
Getting?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you reach for the head yourself?
No.
That's terrible. But I understand.
No.
That's a E.
What am I? No.
I mean, I'm just saying because me personally, I'm sitting there thinking like, what if I just want to feel the activity that's happening in your jaw? I just want to put my hand in your face while you go. I mean, I'm just saying, look, I'm a whole type of another man. Just pay me no mind. I'm sorry.
Listen, I think I'm like that because then, like, when it's time to, I don't want you to move. Don't move.
That ain't gonna help us to move. That's gonna keep you from moving.
No, it's gonna keep you from moving.
Yeah,
It's like a straight, like
we
do.
finna agree to be stuck together then. I'm damn so finna throat shot that motherfucker. Straight that out. What are you doing there? You should look like you foamed at the mouth by the time you get ready to talk.
Oh gosh.
Your shit just oozing out. Just
Oozing.
That shit, yeah, man. Get one. I'm trying to tell you. Like, motherfuckers acting like they don't know. Everybody want to holler about their soul snatching and all this other shit.
Oh wait, look. Let me. In my defense, the reason why I said that. So I just Never mind. Never mind.
Is that too much of a bad decision?
Never mind.
Off the hair conversation.
It's an off the air conversation.
Well, disclaimer. Pay no never mind of that.
Pay no never mind.
Y'all have to be out on the scene one night to see what the fuck be going on. Shit going on. Y'all just don't know.
Instagram on Bad Decision Crew. All the bad decisions there.
Yeah, like and subscribe and figure out all the BDC nights. BDC for all you nasty motherfuckers.
You have to pronunciate, you know what I'm saying? Abbreviation, well.
And let me just add. BDC does not stand for Big Dick Crew.
I just said the double meaning.
So you
I just wanted to say it.
I know about. Look, it was coming anyway. I mean, I hadn't heard of what's the famous slogan?
which one?
Suck a dick like a click.
It's been that long.
I mean, that's what I strongly believe in. Suck a dick, lick a click, and you'll feel happier.
Apparently, the people at the hospital that one day believe in it now. The nigga just sat there like,
What's
what
up
are they saying?
Right.
Let's try that.
Right. I think this will be interesting.
I tell you,
She says, and then when you really think about it, all it is 69.
That's it.
Suck a dick, lick a click. 6'9". Dumbasses.
but you know, people don't be practicing it.
Right. Ooh, I just got an idea. We can keep talking. Y'all know me when I start,
Back to the original nonsense though. In the process of walking away, get head and give head.
So do you think giving head or getting head will keep you in a relationship from walking away?
And the damn so keep a couple of your bills.
Yeah.
As far
Do
as
you
being
think
together, it depends on
people will stay?
Well, see, look, I'll come plug here. The type of relationship you have with a person.
Mm-hmm.
The shit that everybody say, man, I mean, no, it ain't just this, it ain't just that. He good with this and she good with that. Now, okay, That's cool. But let's get down to the bones.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the sex out of your relationship, what the fuck is it about?
None of month.
So, since mostly, or as they said, statistically speaking, 67% of all relationships, not just black, not just white, not just Asian, Latino, none of that shit, 67% of all relationships are based on how good the sex is from the other partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So if your
And you know,
partner,
people like to say that that's a problem that most people like. Someone asked me once, was sex a deal breaker in my relationship? And I can honestly answer and say yes, and actually mean it. Because, I mean, I've said it before. I had been asked before I had met my ex husband if I could ever love someone and it not be about that. And I was like, fuck no. What you mean?
well, see,
You mean to tell me I just gotta love this person for them? Not the sex. However, it's very much so possible.
well, see, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, well, since that is a thing, and it's an actual thing, that causes a whole type of different sexual activity and performance than it to be like that than it does to maintain a relationship. So half the shit you getting in just normal everyday shit in a relationship ain't in no way or form comparison to the shit that's happening in between the sheets. Nigga might just know how to blow your back out and be like, fuck you the rest of the time. Same shit, vice versa. Motherfucker might know how to soften you, harden you up, soften you up, and harden you up again. And then, now let's have some fun. That type of shit, then treat you like shit any other time.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Mine was already.
I'm just saying.
I sometimes think to myself like, bitch, you was the dumbest of the dumb.
And then, okay, and see, but then that produces more shit about it right here. Let's say the sex is trash, but the object of sex is of size. Does it still count or matter?
No, like shrimp.
That's why I said if it's of size. Obviously, shrimp and bad sex is too.
Just fuck. That's what I'm saying. Red flags all the way around.
That ain't even seafood.
That's sick food.
That's in the pond.
Well, y'all, it's been real. We've had fun. I'm ready to eat. What about y'all?
The irony of answering that question right now.
Throw down.
At least I didn't say suck.
And there we go.
Yep. Ew. Anyway, we done started working on some more stuff, y'all, so we gonna go ahead and get them out of here. But once again, it's your girl,
Bossman Ben.
E The Bodyguard.
and we will see y'all next. Actually, we'll see y'all when we on Brother Show. Make sure y'all tune in on Thursday at 7 p.m. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. Make sure your notifications are on and y'all are subscribed. And we are out, y'all.